forefront with new ideas that break through the horizon. Exactly 20 years ago, we invented a sports activity vehicle or the SAV segment with the BMW X5. It was the first off-road vehicle that could be driven like a sports car. And since then, luxury has been ridden with an X. Today, with a total of more than 2.5 million units sold vehicles worldwide, today the boss is back. The fourth generation of BMW X5 returns to continuous success. With this, I would now like to announce today's press conference that will be addressed by Dr. Hans-Christian Bartels, President BMW Group India, and the legendary sportsman Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. I would now like to call upon Dr. Hans-Christian Bartels, President BMW Group India. Dr. Hans.
Thank you so much, Ami. Welcome everybody to the launch of the all-new X5 here in India. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is changing. The world around us, our markets, our customers, and so are we. A new era of mobility has begun, and it's time to renew our promise and time to reignite the true spirit of our brand, joy. We are free to make our own decisions, proud of what we achieve, we live what we love. We are independent. We will always dare to do new things, set trends for tomorrow, embrace the unknown and shape the future. We are pioneering. We are driven by what really thrills people. We challenge and we compete. We make people feel young. We are thrilling. And we create beautiful things that add true value in life. Masterpieces, it's elegant. We are aesthetic. Bringing our bold ideas to life drives us every day. We are BMW. We create joy, independent, pioneering, thrilling, and aesthetic. Ladies and gentlemen, we at BMW are very emotional when it comes to our cars. But we're also very emotional when it comes to the implementation of our strategy. From 2007 to 2009, BMW Group India built a very strong foundation to secure its future in this country. From 2010 to 2012, the focus was on growth and achieving leadership in the premium segment. From 2013 to 2017, BMW Group India consolidated its position with a clear vision of sustainability, growth, and profitability. And from 2018 onwards now, BMW India is focused on growing the size of the luxury car market in India. We strongly believe that the growth of the segment is more important than anything, even more important than just being the volume leader. Our group strategy, number one, that provides us with a mandate to define the vision for BMW, Mini and Motorrad in India. And this strategy clearly makes an impact. BMW Group India has delivered its best performance with all three brands, BMW Mini and BMW Motorrad. And in 2018, the group delivered 11,105 cars, registering a growth of 13% as compared to 2017. And this momentum has been successfully carried forward into 2019. A significant contribution for this success came from our locally produced SAV range. The BMW X3 and the recently launched BMW X4 played a major role in achieving this success. Now, 2019 will be the year of excitement with the highest number of product launches ever in the history of BMW India. And we are right in the middle of this phenomenal model offensive. Ladies and gentlemen, BMW is always at the forefront with new ideas that break through the horizon. We are the pioneers in creating new vehicle segments. As Abid said, 20 years ago, the Sports Activity Vehicle, or SAV segment as you know it, was created by BMW with the first generation of the BMW X5. It was the first all-wheel drive vehicle with off-road capabilities that could be driven like a genuine sports car. Opening a new dimension, it triggered the development of more all-terrain models with a clear orientation towards driving dynamics. But we didn't stop there. BMW picked up the pioneering baton once again and introduced the Sports Activity Coupe, the SAC segment. Since then, luxury has been written with an X, and today we're offering 5 X models in India: the BMW X1, the BMW X3, the BMW X5 in the SAV segment, as well as the BMW X4 and X6 in the Sports Activity Coupe segment. And again, we will not stop here. Taking luxury to the highest level, the first ever BMW X7 is ready to be launched and will supersede everything you imagine about an SAV. You will discover for yourself in a couple of months here in India. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to X5. With more than 2.1 million units sold worldwide, the BMW X5 is the boss of the segment. And today, the boss is back. The 4th generation of the BMW X5 returns to continue its trailblazing in the SAV segment. Bigger and better than ever before. So, shall we have a walk around the car? Let's have a look at design of the new X5. Makes a very powerful statement. The all-new X5 has grown in all dimensions compared to its predecessor while retaining its character and proportions. Its design language has become more athletic with more clearly defined surfaces and very precise lines. The enlarged one-piece hexagonal kidney grille paired with a sculptured bonnet and short overhangs give the iconic front an imposing appearance. BMW laser-like technology with blue X-shaped elements makes a distinctive visual proclamation. The car makes a solid and dynamic impression on the road because of its muscular stance, which is very much supported by the 3D LED taillights also that reach far to the sides. You see, the list is long, and it's even longer when we look inside the car. So let's sit inside the car and have a look. The interior actually boasts an exceptional level of space, comfort and functionality in an extremely sporty ambience. Together with the elevated seat position and generously proportioned interior, the front and rear occupants enjoy ample space and ample accommodation. Folding down the 40-20-40 split rear seat backrest increases the boot capacity from 650 to 1,870 liters, making the all-new BMW X5 very suitable for all kinds of journeys. One absolute highlight in the interior is the new unique feature, Crafted Clarity. Crafted Clarity is a host of features that are crafted in exquisite glass and embellish the gear selector, the iDrive control, the audio control button, and the start-stop button. The first car to see this feature in India. The latest generation BMW Live Cockpit Professional comes right behind the steering wheel with a 12.3-inch screen and right next to it a control display also measuring 12.3 inches. It includes national connectivity interfaces and the BMW head-up display. And then we have a spread of driver assistance systems that has never been any more extensive. Also Comfort Access, which remotely detects the key at a distance of 1.5 meters and unlocks the doors and tailgate. The car comes with Parking Assistant Plus with surround view camera that makes parking in tight spots much easier by taking over acceleration, braking, as well as steering. And we have another highlight of the car. We have the reversing assistant, which provides unmatched support in reversing out of parking spaces driven. And believe it or not, by assisting the driver by taking over the steering when reversing. So you don't do anything, the car drives back as you came when the spot is tight and crowded. Quite an amazing experience, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the engines. The boss rules when it comes to performance. Thanks to the unrivaled BMW twin-power turbo, the 3 liters sit at low engine speeds. The diesel engine produces an output of 265 HP and accelerates to 100 kilometers in just 6.5 seconds. The petrol engine produces an output of 340 horsepower and accelerates to 100 kilometers an hour in just 5.5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new BMW X5 also offers the customers a choice of vehicle to express their own personal preferences. So we have 3 different variants. It will come in 3 design schemes, being Sport, X-Line, and M Sport. Sport celebrates a sporty style and design of self-confidence. X-Line enhances the car's off-road looks, and M Sports puts on a particularly dynamic character, distinguishing itself as an elite sports model. The all-new BMW X5 is available at BMW dealerships from today on in 2 diesel variants. The X5 X-Drive 30D Sport and the X5 X-Drive 30D X-Line. And the petrol variant X5 X-Drive 40i M Sport will be available later this year. Now you're interested in the ex-showroom prices, I assume? And the X5 X-Drive 30D Sport comes at 72 lakh 9, and the X-Drive 30D X-Line and 40i M Sport at 82.4 lakh. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the all-new BMW X5.
The sea is on fire. Fire in the steam. Association of land and sea.
and gentlemen, let me call on stage a person who epitomizes the soul and spirit of the X5. A person who in his own field became a legend even before he retired. A person that keeps inspiring the nation, and a person adored by the world for being one of the greatest sportsmen of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one in a billion, the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar. So good to see you, Sachin. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Very well. So, obviously, I have to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay with you. When did you see the X5 for the first time?
Well, I saw X5 for the first time was last month when I was in Europe.
Right.
And as I got out of the airport, a beautiful X5 was parked for me in this color actually. But M styling, this is the X styling. M styling, of course, little more sporty and aggressive. And I said, wow, this looks truly special. Now, first of all, for any car enthusiast, to capture your imagination and to live up to your expectation, the looks are really important. And that's when you get attracted to a car. How can you miss these laser lights and those wraparound brake lights? Now, if you see here, this looks beautiful. Also the S shape here, the line, I think it runs beautifully. And for a car enthusiast like me, it was a perfect thing to happen to, and I thoroughly enjoyed my stay, more so because I had X5.
I see. And what was it like sitting in the car?
First step, as I said, is it wins your heart from outside because it has that presence, it's muscular. But when you move inside, it gets even better. I think when you talk about the comfort, the handling, the new things that you've introduced, like it has got push buttons when it comes to handling lights. The cockpit looks completely different, really futuristic, sporty, and easy to operate. I really liked the crystal elements, the very subtle styling, but it is so futuristic. I love it. I mean, the whole feel, the panoramic roof, the lighting, everything is just immaculate.
And the BMW Life cockpit you also enjoy?
I enjoy that little more because when I was driving, I could see that most of the controls were up on the dashboard where I could control everything. So I got less distracted. As a driver, your focus needs to be on the road. So when a passenger seated next to you should also believe that you are a safe driver and not just yourself. So I think it's important to stay focused when you're driving, and there are less distractions, and just with your peripheral vision you can see what's happening rather than engaging yourself into many other activities other than driving. Because I think the most important thing I feel is when you are driving, it's a huge responsibility. So your focus, 100% concentration is important.
Right, absolutely. How was the driving experience as such?
The handling is truly incredible. I like the suspension. You are able to adjust the height of the car with the press of the button. It's so intelligent that it remembers the last 50 meters it has traveled. All you need to do is just touch the button and it takes you back exactly the way you entered that lane. So there could be 4 or 5 different maneuvers which you may not remember after 2 hours when you have to leave that place, but the car remembers that. So getting there, getting out of that place is equally enjoyable.
And now what about India? If you could take the car to a dream destination of your choice, where would you take it to?
I've always tried to tell my wife that it's a fabulous car, it's a family car. Let me tell you, but this stays amongst us. It is a sporty car also because the M styling, is just incredible because it's agile, it's comfortable. You can virtually take this car wherever you want. And the most important thing which captured my eye was this kidney grill. I think it made such a huge statement that you actually feel like a boss. And I feel, to me, this car is a bit of a boss on the road. So the other guys, they know what to do when this car arrives. And that is what I would like to do. I would like to be in this car wherever I go. I don't need to plan my journey. Okay, this is where I'm going, so I can't take this car. Can only take certain car. This is one car. I don't need to plan anything. I can just hop in this car and drive wherever I want and whenever I want.
I think that's the best note on which we could close this little talk. Thank you so much for being with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get to see two superstars on scene, on stage very often. Sachin Tendulkar and the brand new X5, the boss on every roll. Thank you, Sachin.